got to tell you, it's great to be back on the air. We've been gone for a month. And, you know, in that time, all sorts of really exciting things happened. The Mariners sale has finally gone through. Thank God the Mariners are going to stay here. You know, with Wayne Cody off television, if they took the Mariners away, what are we supposed to make jokes about? I mean, I don't know. I mean, opening day is coming up, and we are ready. We're ready. Also, you may have seen a few weeks ago, raw sewage dumped into Lake Washington from Mercer Island. We weren't around to report that. Oh, I guess over there they call it sewage, which is good. And it turns out it was mainly wine from those cardboard boxes, you know. Apparently they were trying to sell some of that at the Mercer Island Safeway. The citizens rioted and dumped it down the drain. And then there's Brock, you know. That all was when we were out there. What's left to say about Brock? You know, I mean, he's still representing our state in the Senate up there going, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Whoops, oh, was that my hand? Whoops, oh, sorry. I didn't know you were going to sit there. I'm sorry. Woo, sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, you know, I mean, his political career is over. I mean, what's next for the Brockster, really? Bartender? I don't think so. Maybe music. You know, everyone else in town's trying to, get into a band. I think that Brock could probably cut an album. He could sing maybe Feelings, something like that. Touch Me in the Morning, something like No, ooh, yeah. Waited a long time for those jokes. Maybe too long. I don't know. I think that, Brock ought to ask a record company right now, though, if he wants to get into it, because it's hard to say no to a United States Senator. At least that's what he always thought. So, ooh. Well, he could be part of the booming Seattle music scene. On the cover of the latest edition of Rolling Stone, they called Seattle the new Liverpool. Right now, record companies are sending million-dollar record contracts to Seattle addressed to occupant. I mean, that's how incredible it is. The eyes of the music world are on our city. And what does Booth Gardner do? He signs a bill that makes it illegal to have nasty words in rock and roll songs. Kind of brings you back to those good old Dixie days, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it really? I guess that he's just jealous because there's not much a chance that Booth is ever going to sing in a band. Really, although I guess he could sing, Big Girls Go Crazy. Wouldn't even be a stretch for his voice, really. We took a look at that bill, and we really didn't like it very much. We on Almost Live, we want to help rock and roll. So we're putting forth the Almost Live music proposals. For example, clerks selling Boston albums must remind customers it is now 1992. Anyone buying a Nirvana record after April must wear a T-shirt that says, I jumped on the bandwagon. All right. Apply a $1 tax on every concert ticket towards the restoration of Keith Richards' face. Popular one. Let Neil Young take a tax deduction for charity every time he plays with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Woo. Another wooer. All right. And once and for all, remove Toto from the rock section. Very popular here. Also, Mariah Carey must compensate the owners of any dogs who've been inadvertently exposed to her singing. Now, in order to buy a Motley Crue record, you must have your City of Kent registration and a photograph of your Camaro. Very important. And finally, no more duets with dead dads. I think that should help things out. And like I said before, we're very glad we're back on the air, and we're particularly glad that we came back this week because Seattle had its summer this week. Did you all have it? Yeah. Well, for those few of you who may have missed it, we documented the experience, and we'd like to show it to you now.